The moment the gym doors swung open, Amelia froze. Her heart seized painfully in her chest. Years had passed, but there was no mistaking him. Ethan Blake, the man who once held her heart, the man who left without a word, the man who had no idea he had a daughter. Just then, a small voice called out from behind, "Mommy?" Amelia's 5-year-old Lily came running across the gym floor, her little jump rope clutched in her hand. Her laughter echoed through the room like sunlight breaking through clouds. She looked up at Ethan with her wide, curious hazel-eyed eyes that were a perfect mirror of his own. And then, with all the innocence a child can possess, she said the one word Amelia had prayed he would never hear from her lips. "Daddy?" The room fell silent. Ethan's confident stride faltered. His piercing gaze, a look that could command boardrooms and close million-dollar deals, softened with confusion, shock, and something else. Recognition. Amelia's throat tightened. Her first instinct was to scoop Lily into her arms and run, to hide her away from the truth she had so carefully guarded all these years. Fate, it seemed, had decided their worlds were going to collide once more. Years ago, Amelia was a bright-eyed college student, dreaming of opening her own wellness studio. She worked part-time at a coffee shop downtown, which is where she first met Ethan, a rising executive with ambition burning in his veins. He was charming, driven, and when he smiled at her, the entire world just seemed to melt away. Their love was a whirlwind, a beautiful chaos of nights filled with whispered promises and mornings wrapped in laughter. But as Ethan's career skyrocketed, so did the distance between them. He started chasing meetings, deals, and power, while all Amelia wanted was his presence, a love that would stay. The night she finally found the courage to tell him she was pregnant was the last night she ever saw him. He just vanished. She never knew if it was fear, his own ambition, or some deep-seated betrayal that drove him away. All she knew was that she was left standing alone, clutching a new life inside her. Her heart shattered into a million pieces. From that moment on, Amelia built her life back, brick by painful brick. She juggled 2 jobs, studied late into the night, and finally opened her own modest gym, a place where mothers and children could come to find strength and a sense of community. It wasn't glamorous, but it was home. And Lily, her sweet Lily, was her reason to breathe, her reason to fight, her reason to smile, even on the hardest of days. Amelia truly believed she had buried the past, that she had locked it away for good, until now. Ethan's voice finally cracked the heavy silence. "Amelia, is she?" We couldn't finish the sentence. Amelia pressed her lips together, her arms instinctively wrapping tighter around Lily. "She's mine," she said firmly, dodging the question. But Lily, completely unaware of the storm brewing between the 2 adults, tugged on Ethan's expensive suit sleeve. "Daddy, do you know how to skip rope?" "Mommy says I'm getting really good at it." Ethan's composure finally broke. He crouched down, his $1,000 suit completely forgotten on the dusty gym floor. "I think you're already the best," he whispered, his voice trembling as his eyes welled with tears he hadn't shed in years. Amelia's chest ached watching them. One part of her wanted to scream at him, to demand why he had left, why he had abandoned her when she needed him the most. But another part, a deep, fragile part, she thought, had long since died. Couldn't ignore the raw tenderness in his eyes as he looked at their daughter. In the days that followed, Ethan kept coming back to the gym. He didn't show up as a powerful CEO, but as a man desperately trying to bridge the years he had lost. He brought healthy snacks for the kids, helped them with their stretches, and even let Lily paint his nails with glitter polish when she and her friends begged him to join their game. Amelia kept her guard up, but her heart was starting to betray her. Late at night, long after Lily was asleep, she would lie awake, remembering the Ethan she had once loved so fiercely, the man she had cried over for countless nights. Could she ever trust him again? Or was he just a passing storm, destined to leave only wreckage in his wake? One evening after she had locked up the gym, Ethan stopped her in the empty parking lot. "Amelia," he said softly, "I need you to know the truth. The night you told me. I didn't leave because I didn't care. I left because I thought I wasn't enough." His voice broke. "My own father abandoned me when I was a kid. I had no idea how to be a father, and I was terrified I would fail you both. I thought you deserved better. He looked down, ashamed. But running away, that was the greatest mistake of my entire life. Tears burned in Amelia's eyes. Do you have any idea what it was like, carrying her alone? Watching her grow up, wishing every single day that her father could see her first steps, hear her first words? You don't get to just walk back in here and erase all that pain. I know, Ethan whispered, his head still bowed. No, I can't erase it. All I can do is try every single day, from this day forward, to be the father she deserves. And maybe, just maybe, the man you once believed I could be. The road ahead wasn't easy. Amelia wrestled with her resentment, her fear, her fierce need to protect Lily. But she also saw the genuine sincerity in Ethan's actions. He wasn't just showing up. He was staying. He read bedtime stories. He fixed broken bikes. And he sat in the bleachers at Lily's first school race, cheering louder than anyone else.
Ow.
Slowly but surely, the walls Amelia had built around her heart began to crack. One night, as they both stood quietly watching Lily sleep, Ethan turned to her. "You gave me a second chance I didn't deserve," he said, his voice thick with emotion. "But I promise you I won't waste it." Amelia looked at him, her heart trembling. For years she had carried the weight of abandonment, the constant fear of being left again. But as she saw him there, his hand resting gently on their daughter's shoulder, his eyes filled with a love that was clearly for both of them, she realized something profound. Love isn't about never falling or never making mistakes. It's about learning how to stand back up together. Months later, at the gym's annual community event, Lily stood on a small stage, holding a microphone that was far too big for her little hands. "This is my mommy, and this is my daddy," she announced proudly, her smile brighter than any of the stage lights. The crowd clapped, but for Amelia, it felt like her heart might just burst with joy. Ethan slipped his hand into hers, and this time, like all those years ago, he held on tight. Because sometimes, life takes you on painful detours, through broken beginnings and years of silence. But sometimes love comes back stronger, not to erase the past, but to build a future that's more beautiful than you ever imagined. And for Amelia, Ethan, and Lily, that future had just begun. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please give it a like and subscribe for more content that we hope will inspire you. I will see you in the next video.